Evening, everyone.
Democrats, Republicans, and whoever the is voting for Joe Jorgensen.
I'm Christoph Bolsius.
And Jalin Garcia here.
Welcome to your new weekly podcast, Two Bald Bearded Dudes.
Today, on our second episode, we will be going through the latest updates on the COVID pandemic again.
Well, it's election week somewhere.
Yeah, and obviously some sports. Well, Chris, so how was your week?
Wasn't the best. I had gastric flu.
Really? How did?
Well, it wasn't. I spent most of my days on the toilet, which wasn't that much fun. I went to the doctor and I asked him, how did I get the gastric flu, man? I'm social distancing. I haven't spoken to people for weeks. I don't leave the house. I'm wearing a mask. I disinfect. And the guy's a genius. So he looked at me and he said, you probably picked it up somewhere.
Wow, that's smart, huh?
I mean, 8 years of medical studies, man. And he just told me, he knew immediately. And he said, hey, you picked it up somewhere.
Wow.
Yeah, it was one of those moments we kind of feels, when you try to push a door and it doesn't work. And then the guy behind you tells you, hey, man, it's a pull door. And at that moment, you're so grateful because if you hadn't, you would have pushed again. Right up and down, and then you just leave, right? The door is obviously locked.
Like you always do.
Exactly, that's how I always do. Like if that guy hadn't said pull, I would not have pulled it. And that's how I felt with the doctor. Like if he hadn't said you probably caught it somewhere, I would have, I would have assumed my girlfriend injected me in my sleep. That's why I'm very happy he just told me the truth.
You should be grateful, man. The man just saved your life.
Exactly, and I don't know why Luxembourg doctors have such a bad rep. I mean, they're obviously geniuses.
Yeah.
Super smart.
You should appreciate the effort.
I know. I'm very ungrateful.
Yeah.
It only cost me 47 euros for 1 minute, so it's good value for money.
Well, at least you're recovered already, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Nice. So let's
empty.
start with our latest updates, man. Well, regarding the COVID pandemics, lockdown is flying above our heads again as the second wave strikes hard.
Yeah, man. France, Belgium, Netherlands, and Spain have all closed their restaurants, which sucks because they're going to lockdown. I took a week off, so that means I can't go anywhere anymore now. So the only place I can go is now I can go for a pedicure. That's the only thing still allowed because of the distance between my head and my feet is more than 1.5 meters. So yeah, but also asshole bleaching. I can still get my asshole bleached. But honestly, after 5 days of gastric flu, I don't need anything bleached anymore.
Yeah, I think you wiped your ass enough already this week. So
it's enough for a year, I'd say.
Clean and polished, yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
So for those who weren't around during the first lockdown, don't forget to hoard your basics. That means pasta and toilet paper.
I got something way better than toilet paper, man. Kitchen paper. Because kitchen roll can serve as toilet paper, but toilet paper cannot serve as kitchen roll. I hoarded all this stuff. Nobody saw it coming.
For thinking.
Exactly. Worst case scenario, it blocks your toilet, but whatever, that's a problem for the future.
Yeah. Or for the commune.
Exactly. They just call them and it's not our problem. I mean, they have to do something, right? They're going to have a lot of free time because it's lockdown, so.
Yeah. All right, and yes, it's finally election week in the USA. Unfortunately, it will probably become election month. Quite sure Trump will hold on to office as much as he can before going back to the cave that he came from.
I do feel bad for him in a way. I mean, have you seen some of the monstrosities that he built? Imagine going back there after 4 years in the White House.
Well, in the end, democratic election is a game between some candidates where the loser is always the people.
That is definitely true. That cannot be argued with.
I mean, I've been worried whole week because I am, not American at all. So I didn't know who I'm not going to vote. I needed to think a lot about that, make my mind up to see if I should keep Trump there or just switch into Biden. But I'm not sure because I don't know which is my tax advantage on any matter. So.
Yeah, it's not sure who, it's all my American friends struggling with this problem, according to their Facebook feed, sharing every 3 minutes a video about the election. So I'm muting all of them.
That's something that really annoys me in Facebook when people just post like or Facebook or Instagram. They say, "Hey, just vote." I mean, I'm not American. What do you want me to do? You know,
Exactly. Why is there
like
no hide all
vote
Americans?
yourself.
Yeah, exactly. By the way, now that we're talking about voting, I just remembered this drawing contest, and this kind of shows why people voting don't always make the best choice.
Wow, I mean, that's horrendous, man. I mean, first of all, it's all wrong. Both of them are wrong. Okay, because the first one it's obvious, but the second one, I mean, why the did they put flowers in there? I mean, it's a dog drawing contest, so
No, I agree exactly. Put flowers in there, that's just, cheating. Plus,
yeah,
secondly, it's dog, like you said, dog drawing contest, not dog head, right? Where's the rest of his body? Too lazy to draw the rest?
yeah,
Spanish people.
that makes perfect example of first candidates not showing everything, and second one people making mistakes.
Exactly, and it's probably just the angle, right? Okay, it looks like his arm is kind of like his penis, but it's just the angle, it's just a poor dog trying his best.
I mean, the use of perspective is magnificent
Exactly.
because if you really look at it, like it has the mouth on its back, it does its ears, and there is no tail, which I guess could be okay because many people they cut the dog's tails. I think that's no
Okay,
longer
true.
allowed, but
Social
should be an old
criticism.
dog which also has some kind of arthritis or something.
Yeah, exactly. Plus, I mean, these kind of dogs need love too, It's easy to love a perfect dog smiling. It's harder
Yeah,
to love a dog without ears and facial features and anything else and fur.
yeah,
Pretty
I
dogs are
totally agree.
beautiful.
I totally agree. Yeah, second dog is totally spoiled in life. I mean,
Exactly. Flowers around his neck.
what the fuck? Yeah.
Exactly. So we have an amazing exclusive about Hamilton's future. Yeah, we already have trustworthy sources claiming that the Brit will leave Mercedes by the end of this year, as he
Really?
has already been seen making an internship in the US military as a mechanic.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, obviously, on that note, it's now more logical that Bottas got the pole position yesterday at Imola.
yeah, that was amazing news for a change. I mean, Formula One is back to Imola after 15 years, which is super nice. That's amazing. But this track has killed so many drivers, Senna included, that I only hope it doesn't kill the 2020 season as well.
Yeah, that would be another tragedy to this year.
I mean, it's an old school track. It's super cool and gravel things. So it will punish whoever makes mistakes, but I hope it's only just punishing them by stopping the car and that's it.
Yeah, I'm sure Hamilton's already has 20 excuses prepared.
I mean, I'm quite sure that his tires are gonna blow up or are gonna degrade after lap 2, and then he can just
Definitely.
complain for the rest of the race. Quite
Definitely.
sure. On another note, Vuelta, Spanish Vuelta cycling Vuelta is going on, a Vuelta Ciclista España, Le Tour d'Espagne, like the French they say.
Okay.
And it's super nice because people are confined, bars are closed, and you have like 200 cyclists going around just spreading the thing, the
Good.
cycling virus, which is terrible.
Yeah. It's gonna be even more sickness and the most boring sport there is.
In Spain we use cycling for siesta. It's like siesta in desert. So it's
Yeah.
always, if you remember, like always the cycling transmission is during the siesta time. So we have lunch and then we go, and when we put the Tour de France on the TV, and then we just go like this after 5 minutes. It's super effective.
I might do that next time if I'm tired. Look at some Tour de France on YouTube.
Well, so we've come to the end of our second two ball bearded dudes. We hope you like the content.
If you like our plans, don't forget to like and subscribe.
So see you around. Bye.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
So don't forget to like and subscribe if you like our plans, that is.
Let's repeat.